Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another PSA order back. This one was a 30 card order that I sent off a couple months ago in one of their like bulk deal things. Interesting note is that I sent this card or this package like 2 months ago and got it back, and then a month after that I sent an order with 200 cards in it. In that one I'm due to get back tomorrow. So they somehow, even though they got that one a month later and it had 200 cards in it, they finished grading it basically at the same time. So PSA is flying through these bulk subs at the moment. So this order is just a lot of my PC cards. In one of my recent videos where I got some brutal grading from BGS, a lot of those cards I snapped out. Those ones are in this order. So if you're familiar with the channel, you've probably seen a good amount of these cards, but there's also some new cards in here that I don't think I've shown. Overall, couldn't have really done any better on this order. Grades were just amazing. So really happy about that. The funny thing about that BGS order is that was the most disliked video on this channel's history. And if I recall, all I did was state the facts of what happened. Like Beckett took an extra month, didn't reply to any emails. I mean, can you imagine spending $1,000 with a company and then they ghost your emails and you spent the money up front? Like, that's kind of unheard of to be like that bush league of a company in this day and age, but that's BGS for you. And then on top of that, they damaged one of my cards, which is the card I'm holding right here. And they also just did a horrible job grading the cards, as I evidenced with before and after photos where they couldn't even be remotely consistent. So I find it funny that so many people hit the dislike button, yet not a single person could give me a single argument for why I should not have been pissed off. So I guess it was just a bunch of butthurt Beckett people who just didn't like hearing the reality of Beckett. I don't know. I guess reality just triggers some people, but yeah, I'll just tell it like it is. So for this card, I originally bought this in a PSA 9, and then I sent it to Beckett in that order, and it got a BGS 9, which was fine, really. I mean, I thought I had a chance at a 9.5. The problem is that those white spots up near his helmet, all the little white dots in that black area above his helmet, none of that used to be there. So I guess the person with like their fingernails or something, I don't know exactly what they did, but that was not on the card, and I have HD scans of what it looked like before I sent it. So yeah, Beckett damaged my card, but it ended up getting a 9 again from PSA. So that was nice, I guess, to get it back in the original grade, but I kind of think they overgraded this because, I don't know, like it already wasn't a perfect card, and then you add the surface spots. I kind of was expecting to get an 8 on this, but yeah, we got favorable grade. So yeah, great card here. This is the second rarest Pedersen rookie card. I used to think this was the first rarest, but I was wrong about that, and I actually bought his actual rarest rookie, which I'll probably won't get that one for a while, because I got it shipped over to ship my cards in the States, but in a month or two I'll have that card. Next up, we got a Andrei Vasilevsky Seismic Gold rookie. Pretty sick card here. Well, I guess, yeah, Draisaitl would have been the best rookie in 2014, but Vasi's probably number 2. I mean, there was Pasternak, there were some good players in that rookie year, but Vasilevsky is like definitely the best player at his position. I would say, currently in the NHL, no one's better than Vasilevsky, just with his overall stats and what he's already accomplished. And he's still really young, so if he keeps it up and if Tampa remains a good team, he's going to have some pretty crazy career stats. But yeah, this is a sick card. Got a 9, which was probably fair. I don't recall thinking this was like a guaranteed 10 or anything. So there was probably something like noticeably wrong with the surface or something like that. So yeah, we'll take the 9. Beautiful card. Alright, here's a card I've shown on the channel a few times, but finally got this graded. I have 2 of these, and the other one I sent off with the other bulk order, but got one of these graded, and we got a PSA 8. This is the Spotlight out of 76. The only Kurt Cobain serial numbered card in existence, to my knowledge at least. I love that Spotlight parallel effect on it. Just really cool and unique. I haven't really seen them do that on another card. Alright, here's my McDavid. Pretty sure I've showed this one a few times. I This was the card I pulled off ePack, and the pack odds were like 1 in 81,450, if I remember correctly. So you'd have to open 81,450 packs to pull this, and I opened, I think, 2 packs when this got pulled or something. It was kind of rigged, to be honest. Like, never spent money on ePack, and I decided to gamble on one box, and either the first or the second pack, I literally pulled this card. So kind of insane. With how hard of a pull it is, I imagine there's like less than 5 of these. I did see one of them auction off once before, but that's the only other copy I've seen. So it's an incredibly rare card. It is a sticker auto, but cool card. Grade doesn't matter too much on these. It got a 7. That's totally fine. All right, now here's the part where we start getting some revenge on that horrible BGS order. And to be honest, it kind of worked out in my favor because I did basically waste $1,000 and I ended up snapping, I sold one card and then the rest I snapped out. So pretty much was a complete waste of money. But had Beckett have done a proper job and graded my cards accurately, I probably would have just kept them in like the 9.5 slabs or whatever. So the fact that they did a horrible job grading just gave me a chance to snap it and get a PSA 10, which I'm much happier to have a PSA 10 than Beckett 9.5. So did end up working out. Yeah, this is a sick one. This is the orange checkers to 15. Got the Pop 1 Emerald Surge in the background there, so really happy to pair this one. Only autograph, basically the only autograph I'm missing is the 1 of 1 Golden Treasures. And yeah, that card's like locked up in a guy with a crazy sick Pedersen PC, so I don't think I'll be getting that one, but really, really happy with the ones that I've gotten. That's a sick card. I really like those orange checkers. All right, here's a card I'm really relieved to get back. Should have never snapped. I should have never tried to like get a 9.5 on this. That was just dumb. I mean, I thought it would get like, if it got 9 centering, that it would get a 9.5, and it actually did get 9 centering from Beckett, but then they gave the surface an 8.5 for no reason. The surface was completely fine. So yeah, I'm just glad because like if a card like this gets lost in the mail or something, I mean, you're just screwed because there's literally only one of them. So this is the sort of card I hate not having in my possession. And yeah, got it back. My Pedersen Superfractor. Technically it's called a Golden Treasures, but I think Superfractor is like the coolest name ever for a card. So that is the fundamental design here. The gold vinyl is a Superfractor thing that Topps started. So yeah, this is a true rookie parallel 1 of 1 of the main player IPC. So that's pretty sick. All right, here's a cool one. This is the Retro 20. Oh wow, that's mislabeled. This is 2019 OPG Platinum. I did not notice that. I didn't notice that on the order. I'll have to check and see if they had it like that on the order, but I don't. Hopefully they didn't mislabel anything else. Not a big deal on this. I'll probably sell it anyways because it got a 9. But yeah, I really like the design on these blue retros. It's like deep sapphire blue, just really stunning cards in hand. I don't always like the retro designs, but the 2019 ones are really nice. So yeah, that is indeed mislabeled. Yeah, I'll have to look at my other ones later. I hope nothing else is mislabeled. Alright, this one is labeled correctly. 2021 OPG. This is the Platinum Preview Seismic Gold Connor McDavid. This card may be my luckiest thing in the hobby so far. I got this for $60 US. Don't ask me why someone listed this card for $60 US, but they did. And I was lucky enough to be the first one to see it. So I like panicked and was trying to hit the buy it now button so fast, like my hands were shaking. And this is like the last McDavid gold that I'm missing for the set. So to get just a crazy snipe just was amazing. I actually missed another snipe where someone listed one of these for like 130. And I remember thinking like, wow, I'll never get a deal that good again. And then somehow I got this one for $60, and then of course it graded a PSA 10. So pretty sick. I mean, this card's serial numbered to 25. It's a sick card. Like, I don't understand why someone would list it so low like that, but we'll take it. So I did get really lucky there, but also I spam my save searches all day long, so I'm very likely to find a card like this if it pops up. So it was a bit of luck, but also just some skill or preparation there with constantly checking my save searches. All right, here's a football card. We got Julio Jones, rookie refractor from Topps Finest. This is the red, which is serial number to 25. That's cool. I think 9 was fair grade on that one. Got Trilogy, PSA 8. Don't remember anything too off with this card, so I think I would have been hoping for a 9, but no big deal. Got an 8, probably going to sell this one. Pretty nice card. Here is a Vasi White Ice PSA 10 rookie. This thing's pretty sick because it's like, generally the White Ice don't look as great, I don't think, but this is kind of a color match with the lightning and with the white and jersey and white pads that he has on there, so I think that's a nice looking card. PSA 10, definitely that would be low pop. Another really nice looking one here. This is first year Sidney Crosby, red refractor, red prism refractor. Numbered to 135 that year. Another card that's probably low pop, and that's just a sick card. Red refractors, like, they look so good in PSA slabs. Like, it just color matches with the label up there, and I just think it is stunning. So yeah, I'm not really collecting Crosby, so I will sell this card, but yeah, that's a beautiful card. Next one up, got this Bure. Season's Best Refractor out of 98 OPG Chrome. One of these in a PSA 10 just got listed on an auction and is sold for like $450 US, which shocked me because I saw that card pop up and I was going to bid on it, and I thought like $200 bid would have a good chance to win it, but no, it went for a ton. It was a PSA 10 Pop 1, but I knew I had 2 of these at PSA. I had this one and I have one in my other order, so yeah, hoping for PSA 10 in the other order, but yeah, that's a beauty there with the rainbow and just a really colorful card. I like the Orca hologram in the background. I think it looks cool. Just a cool insert. Colorful insert, rare refractor. It's the sort of card I like to collect. Alright, this card is just like so sick in my opinion. This is the 98 OPG Chrome Refractor for Bure. Love this card. I missed a few snipes on these. Some of them got listed for like 40 and 50 bucks, and they got like instantly bought. Yeah, this is such a rare card. I think the set, I don't think they printed much of it. You only got 2 refractors per box, so it was just hard to get. And I think like you can see, this is card number 180. So the checklist had like, I don't remember how many were on it, but there was at least 180 people on the checklist. So it was really hard to get the refractor of the star players. The Gretzky from this set is like ultra rare card that you almost never see. So yeah, I got this one in a 9. You can see with the centering, it was really never going to get a 10. But yeah, I just love the design of this card. It pretty much looks like a gold refractor, but it's just a base refractor. It would be really sick if this set would have had like a gold out of 50 or something. That would be like, for sure, that would be my favorite Bure card in existence. But either way, this is one of the best Bure cards out there, in my opinion, and I'm super happy to have it. We got Nathan MacKinnon, first year OPG Platinum, PSA 10 Gold. So MacKinnon, this is a second year card for him. He just missed out on having a rookie card because Platinum came out 1 year after his rookie season. Pretty sick card. Yeah, the 2014 Golds have like a certain shimmer effect to them, a little bit more than other years. It's a nice one. We got a kind of a guy I don't collect, but I decided to throw this card in the order. I try to put in a decent amount of cards just to like sell to get my money back for the fees. Because a lot of these cards, as you can see so far, these are like mostly PC cards in this order. But this is a card I can sell, and this is a sick card. So if someone is collecting Hughes, this is like his first ever PMG. It's only 90 of these. It's a color match with the red jersey, red label. Mint 9, I mean, I haven't checked the pop report, but there's almost no chance that a 10 exists for this card, so this would be the highest graded copy. That's just an awesome card. So that one will be available. Bit of a disappointing grade on this with the 7, but I think it was warranted. I remember the edges and corners were a little bit rough, but yeah, it's got like a little bit of like surface flaking or whatever near the Oilers thing, so definitely had some issues. I thought maybe I'd get an 8, but 7, we'll take it. This is the SSP draft pick, NHL draft pick SP1. This is basically in 2015 Series 1, the same set that his Young Guns came out of, except this card was like infinitely more rare than the Young Guns. So I always thought it was a cool card. I just like this card. I might sell this because like I feel like I would just rather have a 9 or something in my PC, but yeah, great card. Okay, next up we have the best card in the order. We got 2018 OPG Platinum Elias Pettersson Emerald Surge. Just reading the label, making sure they didn't mess anything up. And yeah, we got the PSA 10 on this. So yeah, I bought this card raw like a while back. I showed this card on the channel several times. I graded it with PSA and it came back a PSA 9. Then I snapped it out because I knew that this card was basically pristine. Like the only problem with it is top to bottom centering. Everything else was just perfect. So I'm like, okay, I'll send this to Beckett. This should be a guaranteed 9.5 because it'll just get 9 centering and then everything else is gem mint. So it has to be a 9.5. And then this came back a 9 with like 8.5 surface, had like 9 edges. Like they were just randomly picking subgrades. Like it was just ridiculous how bad the grades were. So yeah, I just knew the card was severely undergraded. Even the PSA 9, you can say because like the centering, it was a fair grade, but according to PSA's standards, they allow for up to 60-40. Can't remember if it's 55-45. I think it's, yeah, the allowance of up to 60-40 as far as PSA 10s. So yeah, this is within 60-40 on top to bottom. So I thought it was a card that could have easily gotten a gem mint grade, and that is what I ended up getting. So this is a pop 2 now. And yeah, the auto there, pop 1. So very, very happy to have both of these cards now. So that was amazing. When I saw that grade, that was pretty much made the entire order worth it. So again, I'm happy that Beckett messed up the grade on it, because if I had gotten a 9.5, I probably would have just left it. But yeah, now I have a PSA 10, which is even better. This was the only card in the order that could have gotten a higher grade, I think, that didn't. Yeah, this had a chance at a 10. It kind of looked like all the platinum cards, just really nothing wrong with it. Just, you know, a mint or better card that could be gem mint, could be mint, depends on the opinion of the grader, but they gave it a 9. So we'll take that. Definitely not going to complain because this order went super well. So yeah. The hits keep coming. This time we got the gold in a PSA 10. So another card, like, just shows how inconsistent these grading companies are, because I sent this to PSA the first time and it got a 9. That was back during like the bubble in the hobby, and I did feel like PSA was grading tougher back then. I remember this card was just always looked really good. Like I obviously looked at the condition when it was raw, and there's again just nothing wrong with it. So I was gonna plan to resub it, knowing it had a good chance at a 10, and finally got the 10. BGS did give this one a 9.5, but they brutalized the auto grade and gave that an 8, which I find funny because BGS has always just been the softest auto graders. They would give horrible autos 10s and 9s and stuff, and then they decided to just play hardball and give that auto an 8. So naturally I snapped it out of the 9.5 holder, and now I have a PSA 10. So if they had given it, you know, even if they gave that a 9 auto, I probably would have kept it. So even though I wasted $1,000 on that order, it actually completely worked out. All right, another PSA 10, another card that shows like how inconsistent the grading is, because I bought this and it was a 9.5. Then I sent it to PSA and it got a 9. Yeah, I thought it deserved the 10. Again, nothing really wrong with it. I sent it to BGS and it came back a 9 the second time with like completely different subgrades than the first time. I think they gave it a 9 surface the second time and a 10 surface the first time. So again, if you're one of those people who thinks BGS has subgrades, therefore it's accurately graded, no, not even close. They're just as random at signing subgrades as anything else. Like it's there's really not a science to it. It's just kind of subjective, which grader, how tough they're grading. So this thing went from being a 9.5, then a PSA 9, then a BGS 9, and now it's a PSA 10. So yeah, the grading companies, PSA is definitely not, like, they are culprits as well with like super inconsistent grading. So I'm not just talking shit on Beckett. Like for sure PSA does not do a great job of consistently grading, and that's why you'll see people submit the same cards again, because they just know that some graders are tougher than others. So I got I think a fair grader in this one, and yeah, he was willing to give out 10s, so that was nice. All right, here's like the one card I was like fairly certain was a 10 in this order. Definitely would have been disappointed with a 9. Yeah, this is one I bought in a 9.5 and snapped it, sent it right to PSA. It looked perfect, so got it, the grade it deserved. I think this is like McDavid's second best XRC card, or like prospect card, or whatever you want to call this. It's 2014 in the game Leaf Metal. This parallel is numbered to 3, so only 3 of these printed. There is a 1/1 Superfractor, which I would rate as his best card from Junior, and then I would say this is the very next best copy, because it's the next rarest parallel, and it's a Pop 1 PSA 10. So just a really sick card there. Pretty much as close to like OPG Platinum as you're going to get for his Junior stuff. And yeah, I enjoyed following his Junior career and just all the hype and stuff. So definitely keeping this one in the collection. All right, next up we got this Beret Finest Red Lighters Refractor. This is from 1998 Topps Finest. Interesting card here. I'm really not a fan of die cuts at all, but I think what I've decided is that if the die cut shape makes sense for the card, then I like it. And like, it's kind of weird, but like a lot of die cuts are just completely random shapes, and I just think they're weird. But this one is just shaped like a goal light basically. So like, I don't know, to me this is just makes sense to be a die cut, like for what the card is trying to be. So I think it's pretty cool. It's the refractor, so it's not the rarest card, but decently rare. I got an 8. I'm certain that would have just been because of like these little like white parts on the corners, kind of. The problem with die cuts is just all these extra corners where stuff can go wrong, so I think they just graded those pretty tough. But the surface and everything was basically pristine, because this was a card that had the peel on it, and I peeled it off, and it was pretty well perfect, but you know, maybe I damaged the corners or something when I peeled it. But yeah, not sure. I'll try and get a 9 or better in the PC, so I'll probably end up letting this one go, but really cool card. All right, next up we have a super rare rookie auto for Pettersson. The card itself here is the MVP rookie, number 275. This card is a super rare card that you can almost never find. Like if you go on eBay right now and look for just the base rookie, like forget about this auto. Like you're not even going to find one of these for sale. So it's a really like kind of slept on rookie for him. And yeah, I saw this auto getting auctioned off. It's numbered to 5, so I just thought it was a really rare, unique rookie auto to add to the PC. So I didn't really know, like I assumed this was like a pack inserted card, but it looks like Pack Wars auto, so this must have been like an e-pack thing, which makes me not like it as much, because that means it's like, I don't know, it wasn't put into a pack, it was like made and then distributed for like some online achievement stuff or something. So don't love that aspect of it, but it is still just like a super unique rare card for PD. I didn't have to spend too much for this, so that's a cool card for the collection. All right, here's a nice second year card from McDavid. This is the Black Rainbow Foil OPG. These are numbered to 100, which is the rarest parallel that they do in this set. So I think it's cool, like with OPG being kind of like, it used to be the flagship set, and it's like a set they print a lot of, so to get a card numbered to 100 is definitely not an easy pull. This one was in quite bad shape. I actually requested a refund from the seller when I got this one, because the surface, you can kind of see like all those little scratches and stuff. Like, I knew this card would not grade higher than a 7 when I got it, and he didn't really advertise all the little problems with it, so I ended up getting like a $50 refund, and I think that was fair. And yeah, got it slabbed up. You know, maybe it's not worth anything more than raw, but at least now I don't have to worry about returns or anything. I can just say, hey, it's a PSA 7, so it is what it is. I'm not going to try and, you know, hide the condition or anything. But yeah, I'll probably sell that, but it's a really cool card. So that's like, this is like a perfect card for a collector to get, because it won't go for as much with the 7 grade on it, but fundamentally it's just a really rare and awesome card. Okay, next we got the redemption out of 2015 Tim Hortons. So basically the Tim Hortons McDavid rookie here, which is pretty cool. The Collector's Series #1 draft pick. Mint 9, good grade on this. 10s go for a lot. I think a 10 just went for like 1,500. But yeah, we got the 9, which is I think what a fair grade for this. So cool card. I might end up moving this one. Yeah, it's a nice card, but it's not exactly the type of stuff I collect. So that one will probably be available. All right, next up we have this really cool base card out of 1997 Donruss Preferred. So Pavel Bure PC card here. So this was like one of those tiered cards. They had like bronze base cards, silvers, gold, and then platinum. I guess based on like the prestige level of the player. So Bure made it into the gold section. I think it's just like, considering this is a base card, not even like a parallel or anything, it's just a ridiculously nice card. So definitely wanted this one in the collection. There actually is a parallel of this, but it's like a weird die cut thing that I don't like. So just gonna keep the base. Really had no chance at a 10, like the left right centering like that. Like 9 was really the best this could have got, so very happy with that grade. Okay, so we saw the rare auto, and here's the actual base rookie Pettersson MVP, and we got a PSA 10, which is a pop 1. Actually, this is the only copy ever graded, just to again go back to how rare this card is. I guess the reason it was so rare is it was like a redemption thing where they would have like each division would have a redemption card, and you'd send it in and they'd send you like all the rookies or something. So this would have been like the Pacific Division redemption. But yeah, I got this one off ComC a while back. Could only find one copy selling ever on eBay, which it's not that valuable. Like I got this for like $30 or something. The one that sold was like $20. So I just don't think people realize how scarce it is. So they're selling it too cheap. But yeah, I think this is a really cool card. I'm trying to get all Pettersson's true rookies in the highest PSA grade possible. And considering this is a pop 1 PSA 10, then that checks this one off the list. So really happy with that. Another Julio Jones is the gold refractor. So same thing as the red one, except this one's out of 50. So just a cool little PC card. And lastly, finally got one of these. This is the Seismic Gold PSA 10. I've had a BGS 10 forever of this card, and I didn't like it. Like, I don't like BGS at all. Like, I'd much rather just have a PSA 10 than even a BGS 10, which might sound crazy, but I just prefer PSA, like the uniformity, and I just have no respect for Beckett, the way they operate their company, based on my last experience with them. So, yeah. PSA 10 Seismic Gold, completely crushed it with the Pettersson OPG Platinum stuff in this order. Hopefully you guys like this video. I've got a 200 card PSA order that I should get tomorrow, so I'll film that and post it up when I get that one. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.